for a long time, has been so close for so long, is just one step away from a world championship.
You could actually see the smile of the players on Team Peru when they heard that chant erupt in the arena. It doesn't matter how much white noise is going through those headphones. Chants that loud are heard regardless. As we are, for the first time ever at a Pokemon Unite World Championship Grand Finals, headed to a Game 4.
Which is pretty amazing. We always see one cape dominate these cape. We always see one team cape. We always see one team dominate these things, and that is not the case here today.
No.
These two teams are so unbelievably good. You could absolutely see Zeta tie this up. And look, selfishly, I want to see Game 5. So I want to see them make it happen. Zeta has decided to take the first pick, and with that, they went with Leafeon. A powerful pick. I think this is the right call at this point.
How scary is that Zarina then? I think is the real question. Buzzwole, Suicune on the back-to-back for Peru. So we are seeing similar priorities just getting switched up as to where they're selected, and Peru not letting Suicune slide back to the side of Zeta Division.
Yeah, no surprise here from Zeta to see this Blissey. I think this makes total sense. They could get an early Mewtwo Y if they think Peru's going to steal it, but it doesn't look like they're worried about that. They are going to take the Garchomp right here that did win them Game 1.
Without a doubt. And, you know, Tomy, again, yesterday had some really electric games on this Pokemon. It might be a comfort pick for them and somewhere that they need to be to really feel like they can help take over a game. And Blissey, with both of the Pokemon they've selected already, is a great strategy.
Here we go. Next two picks. They are stealing the Mewtwo Y.
I love this.
I love it too. Taking it away from Zeta, a Pokemon that I feel like in the hands of Rom has been unbelievably strong. So I'm interested to see how they want to react to this. Also, the Crustle pick for Peru. Loved it earlier. So powerful. Set up a game-winning play for them in Game 2.
Okay, it looks like we're going to have an aggro horse here. No experience share on that. Selected by Rom. Going to be trying to scamper around Arthea Sky Ruins. How is Peru going to use their gutter pick to counteract that?
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting. No
okay.
We might see the ground there and bring it out here. It is a staple pick for this team, and they lock it in with the World Championship on the line. On the other side, you talked about it. Galarian Rapidash, pretty new addition to Pokemon Unite that's been doing very well in the competitive scene the last few months. However, it didn't get to see a lot of play at regionals. It was banned out from that competition. Now here at Worlds, you've seen some great players pick this up.
How excited do you have to be as a Peru fan to see in this potentially set winning game lock in the Scyther?
I think Peru makes a lot of their picks based on how much it would make you and I look like fools here.
Yeah, and they are succeeding.
And they are succeeding every time, as we have generally not been behind Scyther. But I can tell you this audience is behind Peru, as once again a chant was breaking out for them.
Why don't we get a little crowd hype here? Sure. If you're here to bark up the tree of Peru, let me hear ya!
And if you want to see Zeta Division take it to a Game 5, let me hear ya! Here we are, Thea Sky Ruins. This could be your last match here as Peru, your orange team, is up 2 against Zeta Division, your purple team. These are your Pokemon Unite World Championship Grand Finals. Zeta needs to win 2 in a row to make this happen.
Zainu's already sussing out where Rom was going, and that's going to be a quick stack attempt by Rom, and they are successful. Poor little Dragon, little Dwooble looking good with that whipped cream and strawberry on top, getting pressured by Tomato, and coming pretty successful here in the face of the big lax.
Yeah, nice plays there from Peru. They're able to get the focus band off of Tomato early. That's going to mean that Zeta is not going to be as aggressive there with the Snorlax. But no, focus band right the other way. So both defenders giving up a huge item early that's going to need a lot of time to recharge.
Well done. Pressure early by Zeta Division. Decent secures. Draken doing their best as well, as we've got some parity here. Up top, we've got Scyther hanging out, looking to make their impact felt.
Yeah, Scyther in the top path here, looking to start a fight as we are taking a look at Zynus and Draken here in the bottom path. Leafeon right now hiding in this tall grass. Not stereotypical for the Leafeon to head to the bottom path right here, but they're trying to secure as much of this as possible and get Rom online at level 5 and make sure that Zynus can't hit their power spike where they can mega.
We did get a knockout upstairs, so Peru Unite was able to get some points in. However, the experience goes to Zeta Division in the bottom path.
Yeah, and here we have Galarian Rapidash just hiding in the tall grass, trying to use that Dazzling Gleam to pick up some of these secures. They were able to do it right there. However, Zynus now level 5. They have become Mega Mewtwo. Why?
Just A-pressing, right? Nice little trap on Rom, and that puts them in trouble. And that's why you select this Crustle as they seal the deal with the Rock Tomb.
And there, right there, you can see that that focus span still being gone was huge for Peru in that moment, able to take a KO right here. Tempo now in some trouble as we have Zeta pushing towards this goal zone. Suicune trying to stop it, but just a little too late. Grabbing Vitopo. Vitopo's going to need to peel back here, and here comes Anemo with a big beat.
Right over the top. Wajiro tries to split the coverage here as Tomi is just goes straight in and picks up a huge knockout.
That was massive for Tomi right there, committing to that fight, taking down the site. They're stealing away those powerful buffs and all of that experience. You definitely don't want to hand that over to the Garchomp. As soon as it hits level 9, it is a massive, massive threat.
Moving through the center area is this Galarian Rapidash here, looking to make a difference. We'll see what Reggie gets prioritized by these two squads.
Pretty close here in the bottom path between these two squads here.
Ooh, X-Scissor to the wall.
Caught in a massive way, and here comes Anemo.
Dual wing beat is there. Rom gets bullied out, but the split is back the other way. They want to get on top of these birds. Kea is fighting the good fight here. 2v1. Can they get Tomi?
Whoa.
Okay. Good seal the deal by Vitopo. Pressure continues. Tomato is low. Dual wing beat. The berry is there. They're going to get some points in when they've got the opportunity.
Yeah, and here we go. They're going to score, stack up, leave this goal zone at 1, and head down towards this bottom objective while we have Zeta Division ripping through the top Reggie Alecki. 2 members of Peru moving towards that. Easy secure here on the Regice. Easy secure on the Reggie Alecki. The top path has the push going
Tomi
on,
goes
but
down.
Tempo's trying to stop. Sending him into the air, looking for the KO, but Vitopo barely escapes.
The speed for that Leafeon is unmatched. As look at Tempo, just willing to fight everybody. Picks up Wajiro. Backdoor Anemo. Big Scyther Unite, which forces out the Emerald 2-step, and they take care of Buzz at the very least.
You got to give it up to Galarian Rapidash right there. A smart strike on Anemo, stopping them from continuing their dash towards that Leafeon. Beautiful play there from Galarian Rapidash. Nice, huge
X-Scissor, yeah. Okay, heavy slam there on the Mewtwo Y. Big Mewtwo Y Unite. Is the rest of the team going to follow up? Anemo is here to try and close the door on Tomato. They're putting the pressure on. Galarian Rapidash steps in. Anemo changes their target priority to Rom, and they get him down. Everybody's getting knocked out. Rock Tomb's there for the trap. Garchomp Unite is popped, but it doesn't find a soul. It's just Vitopo standing, and there's not enough to stop this push for Peru.
Vitopo goes to score, but instead Peru scoring in the bottom path. Raining points in. Kea not able to score an additional 30. Vitopo scored. They could base, they could run back through the entire squad, waiting in the tall grass for members of Peru to come back. Draken has gone down, but Vitopo has not yet found their mark.
Vitopo wanting to get Kea, but not enough to take care of Kea, because Kea is level 9 and sitting on pad right now. Quick rotation through the middle.
Wow, that was such a beautiful play from Peru, and it looked like Zeta was planning to counterpunch with Vitopo near that goal zone. They just weren't able to make it happen. They waited too long. Peru did not make their way back to that goal zone. Real heads-up play by Peru, recognizing that they were going to be in trouble. Anemo right here just being taken down in a huge way from that Galarian Rapidash Unite.
Yeah, I mean, now we're just kind of fading each other almost, right? The scoreline's close enough. Tempo goes over the wall, picks up Vitopo, uses the Buzzwole Unite, can't get the knockout. The 2-step is out. 3 players down instantly. How will Zeta Division use this advantage?
Yeah, they finally have a moment here where they can score, right? They're going to head down towards this tier 1. We do have Scyther running down. They recognize it. They can see the timer coming up, and instead they decide to pivot up towards the top path. They're going to take the experience in the center. They're actually going to give up this bottom objective. They're behind on points, so I think they would much rather have Reggie Alecki right now.
No, you're exactly right. And they put good pressure on Tempo, figure out that where they were, so they couldn't step up, and Peru just trying to adjust on the map in the best way possible.
Reggie Alecki now marching toward the Tier 2 goal zone of Peru. Peru looking for an opportunity to get some experience, to get a score in, to pick up a massive KO. Anemo hiding in that tall grass here, recognizing that they might have to head back at any moment to help their team defend. Tomi moving through the center right here, but getting caught by Draken.
Does Tomi get over the wall? Yes, they do very quickly. Anemo's there to try and close the door. Emerald two-step and eviscerated. Big catch, Mewtwo Unite as well. Rubble rousing his Dragon X Scissor into the wall. Gargantuan. The Ice Age has been presented, but is it going to be enough? We've got the Glaring Rapidash Triangle is out, and it looks like the Bermuda Triangle for Zeta Division themselves. They are sinking out here in that team fight.
That Draken Unite move on Crustle was so massive. 4KO on the cake. Unbelievable here. I mean, what an insane fight from Peru. Anemo caught right there, but they left it up to Crustle to carry the team.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't just leave it up to Crustle?
I mean, I guess we need to start all of a sudden. Peru here now in a great position. They're ahead on the scoreboard. They need to make sure that they charge up their Unite moves, but they've won a lot of these fights. Even with the Leafeon on the other side, it has not had the impact that we've seen in our earlier games. 1 minute now until Rayquaza. Possibly the last Rayquaza we are going to see this entire season. If Peru can take this game win, can take this Ray, can beat Zeta one more time, they become the world champions. First ever champions with Latin America.
Getting good position here is Zeta. Buying time, 30 seconds till Ray. We've got a basement Reggie on the horizon. Peru Unite trying to figure out exactly what Zeta is up to.
Yeah, and Zeta right now is making some of the biggest decisions they will ever make in Pokemon Unite with their tournament on the line. Allowing Regirock to go towards the side of Peru, recognizing that they can't contest it. Instead, getting some aggressive positioning around Ray. It could be their final Ray. Japan's last hope is in Zeta. Buzzwole misses right here. They decide to push forward and then peel back. Tempo looking for a catch with some of their powerful moves. If they could make it happen, they could win the entire thing. Can they get that Leafeon? Can they get that Rapidash? If they do, the dominoes will start falling and Peru could win. If they can't, and Zeta Division can find a good pick and take down Finest.
Blocked against the wall.
Tempo in trouble. They're looking for them. The Rock Tomb peels the team away, Doob Snacks. The time is ticking. Zeta has to make a play. Rayquaza is being chipped by Garchomp. We recognize that they're moving in. Ray is getting low. Heavy Slam moves in. Tomi getting frozen.
Draken with the trap. Can they X-Scissor through? The block covers them. And now they have to peel back. Draken in deep waters here. Tempo uses their Unite move right into the power now, but it's Fatopo there to catch him. Mewtwo Unite is on. Huge Ice Age gets two. Peru Unite's got them eyed down. The block is up, but their HP bar is shrinking. They're on the verge of getting knocked out, and they're gone. It's just Fatopo standing in the way of Peru Unite becoming your world champions. Rayquaza's getting worked on. Fatopo's trying to find a way in. They Emerald two-step, and they are getting a knockout. They eye their way in. Rayquaza's low.
It's secured!
It's secured! Peru Unite looks into the eyes of Zeta Division and says, we are the Alpha and Omega. We are the beginning and the end. We are Peru Unite!
Peru Unite takes Rayquaza here in game number 4. They're up by hundreds of points. They have the Ray Shield. As time is ticking down, Zeta cannot make it happen. Peru is now putting points on the board and taking this moment to recognize that they are about to be crowned world champions of Pokemon Unite. In a short 20 seconds, they will be able to celebrate their victory, a victory that has been years in the making, from seeing them on the world stage at the AOS Cup go up against Zeta Division. The time ticks down. 5 more seconds. 2, 1. Peru Unite are your world champions! What a moment for a team that has fought so hard to get here, for a team that has always been so close. Finally able to claim that world championship title for Peru.
No words. We've gotten to watch this team over the last 2 years come so close and fall just a bit shy, whether it was LG or any other team that managed to end their run. There is nothing that was going to deny Peru Unite.
After you see them take down their rival in Luminosity yesterday, you recognize that this team was the team to watch. Could they stop Japan, the best in the world? Where here in Game 4, they were able to do just that. As we are taking a look at some big moments from that match, and the crowd is cheering them on up here on the big stage. Just such an incredible story, such an incredible run from them.
God.
Having to not only defeat the Giants from North America, but then the best team out of Japan. You couldn't have a harder run to become the world champion.
Draken is insane, dude. He's so good at this game, man.
Quadra from Crystal.
I mean, and this was it, right? Just a huge engagement, getting into the deep waters, 3 players down. Tomato is doing their best. And tip of the cap to Vitopo for giving their team a chance, but there was nothing that Peru was going to let deny them this game.
What an amazing game. Yeah.
Yes. My life for a Crustle MVP. My life for Draken to get the flowers in this moment. Wow.
Unbelievable. You often see it. It's a Leafeon, it's a Zoroark, but today the MVP of the World Championships is the Crustle. We're going to throw it up to the big stage where Zoinks is waiting with your champs. Take it away, Zoinks.
Hey.
Welcome to the stage where we have your champions of Pokemon Unite all over the world, Peru! All right, we gotta hear